wigged this hair and I styled it, and I styled the closure area, as you can see on the stream. And today we're going to be coiling this hair, and I really want you guys to guess the type of curls that I'll be using on this hair. You can see how full this hair is looking currently. Yeah, but by the time we're done styling, it's most likely not going to feel as full as this, and that is because we actually going to make use of certain products. Now I'm going to be showing you guys the type of products that we are going to be using on to style this wig, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get right into it already. Let's get right into it. So yeah, it's basically a pixie coil. Now there are two types of coils, as you can see from my thumbnail. Right now, this hair looks so full. The first thing we want to do now is to section our hair. As you can see, the closure is already laying flat. Now the next thing we want to do is we're going to talk about the products that we'll be using to style those wigs. And I need you to really, if possible, take a screenshot of what you're seeing now, pending when we're going to be done styling this hair. Now, I have this product that I really, really like. I'm so eager to show this product to you guys. Like, this product has always gotten the job done for me. And it's how I forget and I didn't actually, I ran out of it and I've been looking for it, although it's everywhere, but then you can't actually get, like, there's actually like the fake right now, it's saturated. So I took my time to just source for this product. And to think that as soon as I got it, I got two of them, like literally two of them. Like this is one and this is two. Like this here alone can literally style your curly wig to perfection. You really do not need too much. If you have this, you have your hair mousse and you have your hair serum. Trust me, you're good to go. You do not need as much product to style your curly hair. Now I'm going to be making use of this hair um this is called the Glow Days. Glow Days always have like very good products. Like even the hair serum that I'm going to be using to style this hair is actually the Glow Days hair serum. Look at it. So they have like very very good products. I'm not gonna lie. All the products that I've tried have actually gotten the job done for me. Like anytime, any day, literally. So we're going to work with these three products to style our hair, or maybe four. I'm gonna show you guys the fourth one. This is the hair mousse, and this is like the last um product that we're going to be using on the hair to basically lock in all the all the products that we've applied. Now this is another product that actually gets it done for me. I'm sure that I've spoken about this product a lot. Now I'm going to be mixing all these products into water, and I'm going to be showing you how to mix this product into water to achieve a very very beautiful curls. And I'm also going to apply them on this curls to show you how it's going to define it. Now, if you look properly just behind, you're going to see how tight the curls here are looking, yeah? And then look at how loose this is looking. Now, basically, we want to achieve a very, 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 very nice pixie curl wig. I know all those curls that look healthy that you've always seen on every other person's hair. You want to know how to achieve it. Trust me, you're at the right place. Now, let's mix this product into water. Now, I'm going to be showing you people the amount of water, the exact quantity. Hi, Kellyanne. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. I'm going to be showing you guys the exact quantity that you need. As you can see, this is just water. It's crystal clear. I haven't mixed in anything. So I'm going to mix this product now. So you see how to mix it. Now you see the level at which my water is. I'm going to put this product and how I'm going to make sure that it gets up to this level. Maybe not full, but it's going to get up to this level. Now let's go ahead and mix this product. So I'm going to start with this, which is the Hawaiian Silky, of course, as you guys can see. Now, for this Hawaiian Silky, there are a lot of fake products. There's actually two types. There's the US type of Hawaiian Silky, which if you want me to make like a detailed video showing you how what the difference are, I'm going to show you what the difference are. And then there's the China one. Hi, ma'am, how are you? I'm fine, Kellyanne Rathod. I'm good. How are you doing today? Now, I've actually made use of this product and it's almost finished. It's literally around here. But trust me, this quantity is going to be enough for us to style this entire hair. Now, first thing we want to do is to go ahead and pour it into our water gently. Pour it gently. Please, guys, let's like the stream, guys. So pour it into our water just like this. Okay. I'm most likely going to pour it here. So I'll shake off the remnant that is inside the bottle. and then I'll just basically turn it in. So after mixing this together, we're most likely going to mix the other product. Okay, talking in Hindi. I don't know how to speak Hindi. I know how to speak English. So we're gonna mix this, right? Just like this, right? And we're good to go. Now the next product we want to apply is our hair serum. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pour in our hair serum, the lower base hair serum, of course. Now just like that, we're just going to take this, just some puff, you know that okay, because this product is actually a mini do job done anytime, any day. So you have to be very careful so you don't add too much and too less. Okay, so this is going to apply. All right, I'm almost running out of this, but trust me to always restock. So yeah, just like that. Now the next thing we want to do now is to shake properly. All right, so we're going to close it, right, and then we're going to shake it properly. Please guys, let's light the stream. I think I should actually pin that here. Okay, so we're going to shake, shake, shake. Make sure to shake properly so that the all the what's it called can now go in. All right, all the product that you've mixed can now go in. So you have to shake it properly. All right, and now the next thing we want to do now is we're going to section our hair. What is that? This is the product that I'm mixing, and I want to use this product to style this hair. Right, so we're going to shake, shake, shake properly, and we're going to mix. Okay, let me just pin this question here so that we're going to start. Okay, I think this is it. So yeah, so let's just start this one. So we're going to shake it properly, and then the next thing you want to do, let me move it here. So you shake, 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 and then we're going to now section. Now you can see how it's looking. It's not looking white anymore because there's now a product inside. Now you're going to keep this aside, and then we're going to now section our hair, of course, making use of it. Pay attention to how full this hair is looking. All right, look at how full it's looking. Now we're going to section our hair, and then we're going to comb out. All right, so before that, I'm going to pin the back of this hair because being that is a 360 wig, you have to pin the back so it doesn't, tear. So you pin it. Always make sure to pin the back of your hair so it doesn't pull the lace. And I'm sure that you do not want to experience, such things. So you pin it on both edges, on this edge and this edge. So you just pin, and then you're gonna go in with your before applying your product. Please make sure to do this. All right. So you pin it. Now that we successfully pinned it, we're gonna now section our hair into equal parts, just like this from the middle. All right. I'm doing this from the middle. Okay. So just like this, you section it. Okay. Now achieving a very beautiful coil wig, it's not difficult. It shouldn't be. So now you're going to take the first section and you're going to pin it down. All right. Basically just twist and pin. Okay. Before you start styling. I think I have some pins here. I hope that I get to. Okay, let me check inside my big tool bag. I should have some pins here. So basically, we're gonna pin it. As we're not making use of any major tool. We're just making use of products this time because coily hair do not require any tool except if you're in a hurry and then form of there's this form of drying that they use now. It's very, very, I don't know, I've never tried it, but I rather dry my hair other than trying to dry it artificially. So I dry it manually. All right. So you pin, I'm trying to pin this so that I can go ahead, or rather, let me just braid it. So you make sure to take out the part that you're not working on. Take it out of the way like this. Okay, and then you're going to take a section. Now when working, always make sure to work section after section, because when you don't work section after section, you're most likely not going to get like your desired results. Okay, so you always make sure to take two wefts where you're working with a a factory wig, it's advisable that you take 3 to 4 wefts. All right. So now we're working with a wig that is handmade wig. So we're going to take more than that. Now this is the one section, right? So let's focus on this part. Now I'm clearly going to show you what the part that has not been styled is looking like. So make sure to section your hair every single time be- before styling. So we'll just take a section from here gently. Okay. If I'm too fast, please let me know so that I'll slow down for you to understand me. So you take a section that you want to work with and you're going to braid it out of the face. Okay. You're going to braid it out of the area that you're working on so that it doesn't come in the way, just like I'm doing. So you're going to braid like this. Coily hairs are like my best hairs to style. I can style a coily hair all day. Like I don't mind styling 10 coily hairs all day because they're really very, very easy to style. So you just braid it out of the face just like this. You braid, 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 and then you're gonna now start applying your product. Okay, but before you apply your product, you have to comb out the hair. Alright, you comb out the section at which you're you're not um your comb out the section at which you are going to style before applying your product because you don't want to have any experience any stiff ends, right? Now, another thing you need to pay attention to is the type of hairbrush. Now, I've actually braided this into two, and this is the part that I'm working with, right? Now, I have to take my time, detangle this part because as you can see, it's actually very, very coily, still very coily. So, I'm going to be using two types of brush for this process, and I hope that I have like my other hairbrush here. Okay, because if I don't have it, I can actually make use of this. Now, what you want to do now at this point is to basically comb out this part. You start combing from the bottom, okay? Just like this. You comb, just like this. Make sure to comb until you completely detangle the entire thing, okay? So you comb gently all the way up. You comb, just like that. You comb, and then you can now comb up. All right, you can now come to the top part of the hair. I think I need this pin to just place it around here. Always make sure to pin this part of your hair, the middle. Now you comb gently, comb all the way up. All right, now you can now section your hair, okay, into two parts because this is heavy and we cannot just start styling this just like that, okay. So we comb underneath the hair. Now you notice how full this hair has become. Now we're going to take a section and then we'll take out the section that we're not working on out of the way so that we can now start coiling. All right, now let's start. We'll take out a section, all right, that we're not working on, and we'll just pin it aside. So we'll basically split it into two, right? So we're going to work on this now. Now, this is the part that you have to pay attention to if you really want to learn how to coil your hair, whether your natural hair or a wig. All right. Now, this is my mixture already, and I'm going to be working with just these two products. This water that has Hawaiian silking. This is basically what was inside this bottle. I mixed it inside just a little. As you can see, this is actually finished with water. Majority is water, and then I have this leave-in conditioner that I really, really wish that you guys can get because this conditioner always gets the job done for me. I'm not gonna lie. Now, the first thing we want to do is to drench our hair with water, right? So let me raise this up and start. So we're gonna drench our hair with water. If you know curly wigs, you know that they like water a lot. They're literally best friends with water and leave-in conditioner. So you're gonna spray your water generously because of course you're not making use of you're not buying water, although there's products in it, but then it's not like water is one kind expensive product that you cannot afford. So you basically just spray your water. Now as you're spraying the water, you realize that the hair is actually becoming thinner, right? So I need to put something on the floor so that it doesn't mess the flow up. All right, let me turn off the TV. So now I just have to put this rag on the floor because the water is going to come out very, very much. We're still styling, we're still gonna go to the middle. Okay. So now to define your curls, the type of hairbrush that you make use of actually matters a lot. Now look at this hairbrush. This is called the octopus brush. Now pay attention to what happens when I go in with the octopus brush. You realize that this part of the hair becomes more coily, right? Yeah, that's what we want. So I'm gonna go ahead and comb, and I actually think that I need more water because it feels like there's no enough water. So if you feel like there's no enough water, still go ahead and drench the hair up. So just like this, I'm going to drench, just like that. I'm going to drench, and then I'm going to now comb again. This is just basically using Hawaiian silk. Now you're going to see the difference when I now apply the other product, right? You're going to see the difference. Now see what just using Hawaiian silky is giving, right? So let me apply the other leave-in conditioner so you guys can see the difference. Now this is the first time I'm using it since I got it. So you basically just apply a little, right? I think I'm yet to open it even. Okay, so I've just opened it now. So you can apply on your hand. This is what it looks like. Okay, and then you just rub in between your palms and you go in. All right, you go in. Now you can, if you touch this hair, you're gonna feel how, lush the hair is looking, like how it feels. The feel is just amazing. The feel. Now look at the curls that he gave us. Remember when we made use of the Hawaiian silky, we didn't get these curls, but now you can clearly see the type of curls that we got making use of just this product. Now you're going to comb and you're going to twist your hand like this so that you get a particular type of coil, okay? Just like this. And you twist your hand and you pull. Now the next thing you want to do is to scrunch this up. You're gonna now this up, scrunch it up properly, alright, and you release, and then you're gonna see the coils that you've achieved. Now we're gonna work on this part, and after working on this part, I'm going to show you guys the after look of this hair immediately. What this conditioner actually does. This conditioner has always gotten the job done for me. I'm not gonna lie. If you own a curly hair, you should actually get this conditioner. So we're gonna spray, and the next thing we want to do now, make sure to drench your hair into what is like curly hair. It cannot be overemphasized. Curly hair loves water. Like curly hair loves water. They love hair serum. So you cannot be stingy with your product. All right. So you're gonna comb, and then now we're going to go in with our product. Okay. Just rub a little in between your palm. Just small, just like that. I know it looks weird, but that's it. Then you now apply it on the hair. When you apply it immediately, you would immediately feel the smoothness. Like you just feel the smoothness immediately. If you're somebody that knows how to style hair and you've not used this product, I really don't know what you're using to style your hair. So just like that, we're going to now scrunch the hair up, scrunch it up very, very well, scrunch it up very, very well so that it gives you that curl. Now let's show the before and after look, the part that has been styled and the part that has not been styled so that you clearly see the difference. Okay, so let me take a section from the part that has not been styled so you clearly see the difference. Let me do that now. Okay, so we're going to just basically split it and you're going to see the difference. Alright, just like that. Yeah, so we'll split the hair and you can see that this part that I've just brought out is actually very, 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 very full because we're yet to apply any product on it. So let me show you guys the difference. Now look at that. You can clearly see that this part that has been styled has like yummy curls, as you can see, and this section has not been touched. Hence the reason why it's still very, very, very full. Okay, it's still very, very full. But then look at the alright, look at this. So we're going to go ahead and style this hair basically, using the same product. You're making sure that every side are equal. So now let's section this part. Take a section. Always make sure that the hair is full, alright, in your hand before you go in and style. So let's comb. I'm going to show you how I achieve that coils. So we're going to comb the hair. Although this is a factory hair and it's extremely bad, it's actually like pulling from the weft. It's actually pulling and it's falling off. So if you're buying a factory hair, just know that you're not getting the quality that you want. So it's actually very advisable that you get a hair that is get your hair as bundles, and then you're going to make the wig yourself. Because if you buy like an already made wig, trust me, you're going to fall into this unworthy or untrue or dishonest hair vendors. And so we're going to comb basically just like this. You comb out and then you apply your water, a generous amount. If you own a curly hair, you shouldn't negotiate water, water, hair serum, and leave-in conditioner. If you own those three, trust me, you can literally style your hair from anywhere by yourself. So we're gonna spray, 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 right? Spray, 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 and then the next thing we want to do is to go in with our brush, and we start detangling from the bottom. Look at that curve, just detangle from the bottom, and then you see how the curve is already defining itself. So just like that, you comb, you comb, just like that. Make sure to detangle properly because you do not want to have like any bulky hair, right? So you comb, comb. Now the next thing you want to do is to go in with your coil definer, alright? And then you apply a generous amount. You rub it in between your palms like this, and then you just apply it here, alright? On the section at which you've just combed, you apply it. Now it feels really, really soft. Like I can't explain it, but it feels really, really soft. Now look at the curls that you have. Now I'm going to use the octopus brush and basically just comb this all the way. Alright, I'll comb in again all the way down, and then you can now scrunch it up to bring out that curl with your hand. Scrunch it up basically just like this, and then look at that, look at the color that it gave us, look at that. Now I'm going to go ahead and then style this other part of the hair. I don't know why this is actually not, it's stressing me. So now let's comb out gently. Always remember to comb from the bottom and then you work your way up. Okay, so you comb from the bottom and you work your way up. Come from the bottom and you work your way up. That's actually the proper way to detangle your hair, because if there's any leftover or whatnot, you're going to see it by the time you get to the top. So you comb both front and back, you comb, and then the next thing you want to do is go in with your product. Alright, so we're going to apply this first all the way. Always make sure to drench it, like I said. Drench, drench, drench. Alright. Drench it with water. Curly hairs love water a lot. Drench it. And then the next thing you want to do is to comb. Alright. All the way down. You comb all the way down. Comb all the way. Alright. All the way down. All the way down. then you can clearly see how that coil is defining itself already. Now look at the coils that we have. Look at that. Alright. I think I should actually bring this forward. Yeah. So look at the coils that we have. So we're going to use the coil definer again. In as much as we've gotten that coil, you just spray your coil definer a bit, and then you're going to now rub it in between your palms, and then take out the part that you've just, coiled and apply it. This feels really, really soft. Trust me. Now you're going to go in like this with your octopus brush, and you just basically pull it down. Go in, you pull it down, and then look at the colors that you have. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Look at that. Now you're going to scrunch it up to give you a more defined color. Alright, so I think I'm going to comb this part together just like this. You go in and you bend your hand. Now every step matters a lot, because if you don't follow it step by step, you're most likely not going to achieve that exact coil as me. Pay attention to how I'm, squeezing my hand, how I'm working with the hairbrush, basically. So just like that, you scrunch and you release. And guys, look at that coil. Look at that. You could literally eat this as noodles. This is so beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and repeat this process all through the hair until we're done styling this hair. So we'll take a section that you wanna work with. Pay attention, because every detail, every step actually really, really matters a lot. Now, the next thing we want to do now is to take another section. Always work in sections so you don't have to, and you don't get confused. Okay, so we're going to take another section just like this. Now this part is actually like the more like the before of this week, because this is actually the part that we've not styled. Okay, so just like that, basically take out the section that you want to work with, and then I'm going to braid it. So always work in sections so you don't get confused. So we'll braid it just like this. Braid it, and then we're going to now start styling. Braid properly, and then after this process you're going to have to put it under the sun to air dry, because it's actually raining now, seriously. So when you put your wig out on the sun to dry, sometimes it doesn't dry fast, so you just have to leave it to air dry, maybe inside your room or wherever. All right, so we're just basically going to weave out the parts that we're not working on yet. So with that out of the way, and then this is what we're left with. This is what we're going to style. Now, bear in mind that we actually want to style this to look like this. All right, to look like this. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's take out the other section and just basically, style. So this is what we're working with, just like this, and then take a section. Now, never mind, we're still going to come back and do like a finishing touch. So whatever mistake that we made, we're gonna have to correct it. All right. So it's not a problem. But the most important thing you want to know and you want to take note is, make sure to always drench your coily wig with water. Like anytime, any day, always make sure to drench it with water. Alright, I also have like a wig that I'm supposed to repair the lace, but I'm not sure if this client is already, like, has already made up her mind. So if she has, we're most likely going to do that. But if she hasn't, I'm going to show you guys something else. You get, I'm going to show you how to basically do something else, like within styling as well. So now this is what we have right now. This is what we have right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start styling. Alright, so I think I like to start styling from this end, so you guys can have like a clear view of what I'm doing before I go in depth. So basically just going to take a section just as tiny as this. Look at that. This is as tiny as this because we want the curls to be like this, remember. Okay? This is section. We're gonna have to pin out the part that we're not working on yet so it doesn't come in the way, which is this part. So just pin it out of the way. So now we're going to go in with our octopus brush. First, you want to detangle, and when you're detangling, always make sure to start from the bottom. Okay, make sure to start from the bottom and you work your way up. All right, work your way up just like that. So after drying this wig, I'm also going to come back and show you guys the finished look of this hair. Trust me, you're going to be wowed. Like you're going to be wowed. So now that we've detangled it, we want to go in with our water, alright? Our water mixture. Of course, this actually contains the Hawaiian silky and water and then hair serum, of course. So we're gonna spray it, spray, just like that. We spray, and then we're going to go ahead and apply and comb. Alright, your comb is mostly going to be doing a lot of work. So we're gonna comb just like that. Comb. Already you can see that the curls are already defined, but not to the actual taste that we want. You can see how defined the curls is already, but then we want something better, and that's why we're gonna use our coil keeper and then just apply a little bit of it and rub it in between your palms and just apply it on the section that you've just detangled. Yeah, and then the color is going to really change, like very very much. It's going to change. So basically just like this, and you pull. Pay attention to how I twist my hand and then I'm pulling it down. All right, pay attention to that. It actually matters a lot. It helps in giving you the exact color that you want. Now this is what we have, and we're going to scrunch it up like this. Crunch it up properly, and then you're gonna have this. Okay, look at that curve. Yummy, right? So we're going to repeat this process all through. This part has not been styled, so we're going to go ahead and style the rest part. Okay, so you basically want to take a section, just a little, not too much, because this is actually going to contribute to how your curl is going to come out, right? So we take a little and then we pin it aside, and then the next thing we want to do is to comb. Always make sure to detangle, because if you do not detangle, it's most likely going to start um tangling by the time you've applied your product. You know how coily hairs can be when they tangle, and you really do not want that. All right, so you're going to comb just like that. You comb, and then the next thing you want to do is go in with your water mix, which contains your Hawaiian silky, just like this. You spray. All right, spray. Make sure to be generous with your water. All right, so you spray it very well. Okay, and then you're gonna go in with your octopus brush again. This is why it's called an octopus brush, and I'm sure some of you have come across it. So you just basically pull all the way down. Make sure to take out any distraction off the way. So you pull all the way down, just like this. And then you're going to see how the curls will come out already. But then this is not exactly the color that we want. And then we want our curls to last longer, right? So we're going to now make use of our coil keeper. We'll just basically pour a little bit and just rub it in between our palms. Always make sure not to mix this coil keeper with water, because I see some people mix it with water and I really do not like the outcome. But then everybody likes what they like, yeah? So then you apply and then you go in with your octopus brush and twist your arm to this end and then you pull, alright? You twist your arm to this end and then you pull. You notice that the coil is going to be different. Now you're now gonna scrunch it up like this. You scrunch, scrunch, scrunch it up so that the coil goes in properly, and then you should have something like this. You should have this. All right, so I'm gonna do it again so you guys can clearly see what it looks like. So let's take out the pin from the part that we're not working on, and then you know just take a section, and that is it. Okay, take a section that you want to work with, just a little. If it takes too much, you're most likely going to um you know not achieve the exact goal that you want. Okay, so take a little section, especially if you're a beginner. Make sure not to take too much section. All right, so you're gonna do this. Let me take this off the way. So you're gonna go in with your comb. All right, the reason why this hair is much here, can anybody answer me in the comments why this hair is much on my comb? So we're going to comb. Always make sure to detangle the hair, alright, before going in with your product. So you comb gently. This is how a lot of your hairstyle, your most, your, what's it called? Your, what's that word now? Your, your hairstylist, the ones you look up to, your role model, yeah. This is how they achieve their curly wig. This is how they style it. So now we've detangled the hair, right? You can clearly see that even with a little water on my brush, it already has like curls on. So the next thing you want to do, that's why I always tell you that curly hairs, water, and leave-in conditioner are best of friends. You can't actually separate those three. And then your hair serum as well. So each time you finish applying a product on your hair, always make sure to go back in with your hairbrush, all right, so that the product will sink into the hair. Okay, so now we're going to take our coil keeper just like this, rub it in between your palm, and then you just basically apply it on the hair from the root all the way to the tip. Okay, make sure you're not letting any part go. Now the next thing you want to do now is go in with your octopus brush like that, and you pull. Make sure to flip the hair to this end, and you pull. You flip and you pull. Alright. And now the next thing you want to do, guys, look at that coil, is to go in just like this, and you scrunch it. Alright, scrunch it properly. The reason why you're scrunching is because you want the coil to be really, really tight and not loose. Alright, so now I'm gonna release it, and this is what we have. Look at that coil. Look at that coil. This is what we have. So I'm gonna go ahead now and repeat the process again. Now, after doing all of this, and then you do not do like your finishing properly, you're going to encounter issues because your finishing is actually another most important part. Like I will always say, every step in hairstyling actually gives the hair a different type of look. So if you do it halfway and you do not do a proper finishing, you're going to have to, you know, maybe do it again, or if you're somebody that do not actually take correction, you're most likely going to leave it that way, and your job is not going to come out nice. And I, for one, I do not like working twice, so I like to just work once, and I'm good to go. So just like this, you comb out, all right, and then you go in with your water mix, shake properly, and then you spray it on the hair. You spray it, spray. Always make sure to spray a generous amount. Alright, you spray, and then you're gonna now go in with your octopus brush just like that, and you comb all the way down. Alright, comb all the way down just like that, and then now you're gonna go in with a coil clipper just like this. Okay, rub it in between your palms, and just, it's more like you're making love to the hair, because like the hair is, it's meant to, you're meant to feel it. You're meant to feel whatever it is that you're doing. If I'm working and I don't feel like the joy, this like the, if I don't feel, if I'm not feeling the after look of the hair, I'm most likely not going to send that hair out. I'll just tell the, what's it called, the client that don't worry, your hair is not ready, and then I'm gonna go back and do it again. So that's the reason why I don't like, you know, styling halfway. Alright, so I like to take my time to style a wig to perfection, okay? And know your product and know what works for you. That's another thing people don't talk about enough. So when you know your product and you know exactly what works for you, you don't start buying anyhow, just anyhow product, and you know how to actually make use of this product. That's even like the most important part. You can have like the best product, but if you do not know how and when to apply this product on your hair, you're most likely not going to achieve your desired result. Alright, you can buy the most expensive product and you do not know how to make use of it. You're most likely not going to be able to achieve the desired result. Alright, so when you're buying any product, know what it does and why you're buying that product. Okay, and left for me, I've actually done all the stress and testing of products, so you don't have to. I would just tell you the exact one to get depending on the type of hair that you make use of. Alright, the type of hair that you want to style. And if you want something that is vast, I'm also going to be able to recommend that to you. Alright, so far this is how our coil is coming out using our coil lala, our coil keeper, our Hawaiian silky and water, and then our hair mousse. So basically this is how the coil is coming out. So we're gonna style the rest of the hair to make sure that they all have the same coil. Okay, so just like that, we take out the section. Now this part that I'm taking out from, we're yet to touch this part, we're yet to style this part at all. So you take out two wefts. Always make sure to work with two wefts so you don't struggle. Okay. So I'm working with two wefts. I think this I have to cut this out. I couldn't cut it out yesterday because I was so busy. Now I've taken out the weft that we want to work on. Make sure to always work with two wefts, like I'll always say, especially if you're a beginner. All right, you don't need to take a lot of weft. So we're gonna now take out this part that we're not working with, take it out of the way, okay, and then we're going to repeat because I actually sectioned my hair into two equal parts before I started styling. So we'll take out the parts that we're not working on because you want to avoid any distraction. Yeah. So um yeah, and after that the next thing you want to do is to basically go ahead and start styling. Baby, we already styled our closure area, so our closure is actually out of the way as it is. So if you style your closure, there's something that comes with it. There's this peace of mind because you already know that, oh, I have styled my closure. Okay, so you just take your time and basically style the remaining part of the hair. Okay, so just like that, you take out the section that you want to work with, basically, and then you just, braid it outside. You don't want to, bring in any distraction. Yeah, so just like that, take it out of the way, and then you just, I'm not sure if I'm going out tomorrow. So I'm supposed to style like a bob wig. I have like a black bob wig that I also want to style, and I'm going to show you guys how to style that wig as well. So that being said, we're going to basically take this one out of the way, just like this. Take it out of the way, just like this. Now, this is what we're left with to work with. So now we're going to start coiling. So if you do not know what we're doing, we're basically styling a coily wig. Now, this is the dry look, and this has not been styled. But then this right here is the wet look, and it has been styled. Alright, it has been styled. So we want everything to be like this. So let's go right into it. Now we're going to take a section, like I will always say, do not take too much section, take a little that you can work with. We'll take that section and then we're going to pin the part that we're not working on away from that end, and we're going to basically detangle the hair. So we detangle. After detangling, the next thing we want to do is to go in with our product. Okay, to go in with our product just like that. And we've actually successfully styled our hair. So you're going to have to spray your coil, your what's this thing called now? Your water. Spray your water mix, and then you go in with your comb. Always make sure to go in with your comb when you're done applying any product, and then you use your coil keeper. This is the one I use. So I just basically press it out of it just like that, and then I apply it on the hair, and then we're going to now comb out. All right, so you comb like this, and you can clearly see that the coil itself has already started defining itself. All right, so now you want to just scrunch it up like this. You scrunch, 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 scrunch it properly. All right, and you release it, and you should have something like this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and style the rest of the hair like that. So you take a little section, and the part that you're not working on, always make sure to take it off the way to avoid distraction. And then the next thing you want to do is basically comb. All right, you comb, comb, comb. Always make sure to detangle your hair before applying any product, water or coil, and coiling product, or even tools. All right, so you comb, and luckily for us, we do not need any tool to actually coil a pixie coil wig. So we just need our water, and inside this bottle the I have the Hawaiian silky, and then I have my water. So we're gonna basically spray, basically spray a generous amount. Now you can clearly see how tiny the curls has become from just spraying water. Now the next thing you want to do is to go in with your comb or brush, but then make use of this exact same type of brush that I'm using if you really want to achieve the exact type of curls that I achieve. So just like this, you brush, and then you go in with your coil keeper. This product right here has always gotten the job done for me. Look at that. Just apply it. Alright. I don't know how I actually forgot about this product. Look at that. So you just apply it on the hair, and then it's going to be very, very silky. And then the next thing you want to do is go in with your brush and twist your hand to the side and you pull. Alright. Twist your hand to the side and you pull, and then you're going to now see how the curls is coming out. You're going to now scrunch it up just like that. Scrunch it up properly, because when we release it, we want to see a different kind of result. Yeah, scrunch it up and then you release. Now you can clearly see the curls that you give us. Very lovely. So let's continue styling. All right, just like that. Basically, take a section and you pick out the part that you're not working on. Make sure to detangle properly from the tip to the top. Don't comb from here. Look at how stiff it is, right? But then when you comb from here, it's free, and you comb all the way to the top. You see how free it is. Now this hair is shading because it's actually a factory wig, and then the person did not, I don't know how they buy this this wig, or the person that she got it from actually cheated her or something. So you make sure to detangle just like that. And the next thing you want to do is to go in with your water. Okay, go in with your water just like that. Go in with your water, and then you're going to now comb out gently just like this. You comb out. Already you can see that the curl is defining itself, but you want a different type of curl. So just do this, twist and we pull, and then we go in with our product, of course, just like this. This is the product that I use, and then you just apply it on the hair all the way down. You're going to see how smooth the hair is going to feel even before you comb the hair. So now you're going to comb just like this. You pull, alright? You go in and you pull, okay? Now, next thing you want to do is to scrunch it up. Now, the reason why you should always know why you're doing certain things. Now, the reason why I was crunching this up is so that the curls are tighter. Alright, so you release and look at that yummy curls that we have here already. Look at how yummy that curls is, and that is what we want to achieve on all the strands basically. So look at that. All right, look at that curl. So we're gonna go ahead and curl the rest part just like that, and then we've already styled our closure area, so we don't really have to bother about our closure. So we focus on the strand. So you detangle. Always make sure you detangle your hair properly. Detangle it properly, tangle properly. You can make use of another brush if you do not have the type of brush that I'm making use of. But then if you want to achieve the same exact same thing that I'm doing, you can actually get like a this exact type of brush and work it. Is actually advisable. So you shake your water and you spray. Please guys, let's like the stream, guys. Let's like the stream. So you spray generously. You spray generously. And now you're going to go in with your comb, just like that, and you comb all the way from the tip to the top, or from the top rather to the tip, and you just twist your comb to the hair to the other end, and you pull gently. Now the next thing you want to do is to go in with this product, right? I'll always show you guys what it looks like. Like look at that. So you just apply it on the hair, alright? Apply it on the hair, and then you're going to go in with your hairbrush again to define the curls that you want. So just like this. Remember, you're actually the one in charge of the hair. The hair is not in charge of you. So just like that, you scrunch it up. Alright. The reason why I was scrunching it up, I'm seeing that a lot of you are yet to ask me questions, and I really don't know why. But then you can see the type of curls that you look at that, okay, because of the kind of product that we're making use of. Now, don't get me wrong, there are other products that are good and you can make use of, but these are the ones that I've actually had to try, and they eat each time I try them. Like they eat each time I try them. So I've always stuck to them. So I've not had any reason to change or want to get another product. Although I used some curly products and then I saw that nah, they weren't getting the job done for me. So I had to like change back into the products that I'm familiar with. Okay, I had to change back into the product that I'm familiar with, and it works very well for me. If you are using any product currently and you think it gives you like a better result, I'll advise that you stick to it and don't change the product because I'm using it. But if you like what I'm using and you like the type of result that I'm getting, I would actually, support you in getting another product. All right. So basically, just like that, you're gonna comb. Always make sure to find this comb. This comb, I've had this comb for what now? Almost a year, and each time I make use of a year or two, almost 2 years, and each time I make use of this comb, it always gives me my desired result. Like it always does the job for me. So I don't actually try to, you know, I don't force it. So it just comes easily. Even because just each time. Like look at that. Because always it's because of the type of comb, the type of product that I make use of. Alright. So now you're already seeing the outcome of this hair. You're already seeing how it's looking. Now this is the wet look. Imagine when it dries up, how would they look like? And to think that we're still working, like we're literally still working on the hair and it's giving what it should give, like you get. So you take a section. Now I don't think I'm gonna be sectioning this part anymore. I'm basically just going to go ahead and style because this they are no long it's no longer much, right? It's no longer much. So just like that, we're going to style. I like start styling from this end. I don't know why. I think I like to carry you guys along. That is why. So right now at this point, we're going to take a section, yeah, just like this, a little, because this part is actually very short, like it's very, very, very short. So we'll just take it like this, okay, just like this, and then we start styling. All right. So you pin out the part that you're not working on out of the way, and then you go in with your brush. You brush gently all the way down. You brush gently all the way down. Make sure to look at the closure area and be sure that there's no strands, flying around, like basically fly away. And then you're gonna go in with your water mix, just like this. Now pay attention to how this color is going to change from this to something else. So you're gonna spray your water generously. Let me just do this so you guys can see clearly. So you're gonna spray your water generously, just like this. I don't know why this stand is just messing with me lately. I don't know. So we're going to spray, spray our water. Curly hair and water are best friends, are like best friends. So you really cannot just okay, water. Yeah, just like this. So now after spraying your water, the next thing you want to do is to go in with this brush, just like this. If you don't hold it very well, you're going to just get surface level comb out. But then you have to grip it properly. So you comb it, alright? And you go in with this product, just like that. Okay? And you apply. It's not like they use like I don't know if it's nail water or something, but it's just slippery. Like very, very slippery. It's just slippery. So you apply it gently and then you go in with your brush just like this and you flip it, all right, and just like that, go in with your brush, you flip it just like that, you pull, and now you're going to scrunch it up just like this. Okay, you scrunch and then you release it. Okay, scrunch and you release. Anyways, I'm going to still come back to it. Now we're going to continue. Take a section you want to work with. Always make sure to take a little section because when you take too much, you're most likely not going to get your desired look. So take a little section just like this. Take the part that you're not working with out of the way to avoid any distraction. Then you're going to comb gently, going to comb gently, okay, from the tip all the way to the top. Alright, from the tip to the top all the way. Now you see that the curls will gently detangle itself. Alright, so now that we have this, we want to go in with our water. Alright, go in with our water, just like that. And then we're going to comb gently. Alright, we comb and we flip. Alright, each process actually matters when you're coiling or styling any hair. Pay attention so you do not miss any. So just like that, you apply this. in between your palms. You just apply, you apply all the way to the tip. Alright. Whatever it is that you're doing, whether combing, applying product, always make sure to apply all the way to the tip. Okay. So just like that, and we're good to go. Look at that curls, guys. So we're gonna scrunch it up now. Scrunch, 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 and we'll release. Okay. So this is what we have so far. Look at that curls. Look at that curls. Alright, and this is the area that we're yet to style. So let's quickly take out a section from here, just like this, and then we style. Alright, pardon me, I know I said two wefts, but at this point I'm using more than two wefts because I want the hair to have a certain type of thickness. Okay, so take out the part that we're not working on, and then the part that we're working on, we just comb out gently. Okay, from the tip all the way to the top, the tip to the top, from the tip to the top. Okay, gently. All right, all the way up. I think I'm most likely going